What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? This is Leonard Miles, aka 2 Degrees in the CDL, coming live from Washington Courthouse, Ohio. Never heard of it until last night, but shout out to Washington Courthouse, Ohio. I'm getting ready to head to Franklinville, North Carolina, and then head back towards Georgia. I should get back to Georgia today, but I won't get actually home until tomorrow. Home is Columbus, Georgia, of course. But this week has definitely been a week of delays, I would say, I would say. So we're gonna talk about that. On Monday, I was supposed to left out on Monday, but I didn't get an alert from TransFlow, my ELD, until Monday. I normally would have got my notification on Friday, but it didn't come through until Monday afternoon. So, like I said, I reached out to my transportation manager on that very day. Like I said in the previous video, I reached out to my transportation manager that day to see what was going on and see why I got my notification so late. You know, he indicated to me that he put the alert in on Friday, but I told him I didn't get it until Monday. So, of course, I didn't leave out, Monday at all. He apologized and everything, about the mishap, and just told me moving forward, if I don't hear from him, or if I don't get an alert in the system, from TransFlow, then to reach out to him. That's okay. That's no problem. That's not a problem at all. So I ended up leaving out on Tuesday and laid over in Cape Girardeau on that Tuesday. Then I woke up around 5:30. No, I left out at 5:30 on Wednesday to head up to Ellsworth. So got through St. Louis traffic pretty smoothly. Got to Ellsworth on Wednesday. So when I get up there, seeing some of the same faces, just talking with everybody, they thought that I was bringing the load up from Columbus, and I'm like, nah, I'm here to take a load from you all in Ellsworth to Franklinville, North Carolina. So they weren't aware of it. They went in and talked to the lady who does the scheduling for what items are needed for different warehouses, and sure enough, the paperwork just didn't get to them, in regards to my load. So the guy was telling me that was the second time that happened that day. I'm like, man, you're the second driver, man, that came in, and we weren't even made aware that you had stuff going out. I said, all right, that's fine. So I ended up getting me a room for the night in Ames, Iowa, which isn't too far from Ellsworth. So at that point, I knew I was going to be leaving out, later, and I knew I was going to be getting home on Saturday. So I picked up my load yesterday, talked to some of the guys before I left, talked to my transportation manager, and he was just saying, he apologized once again. And, I told him, I said, it's okay. It's okay. It's a part of the industry, so I definitely get it, mistakes happen, so it's okay. I said, we're going to keep it moving. I told him, I said, hey, I plan on getting back home on Saturday, anyway. I said, when I get to Carolina, so, I'll go ahead and unload, and, we'll just keep it moving from there. I did go ahead and ask him, what I'll be doing, next week, if I'll be going out, anywhere. And he was just telling me I'll be helping out, with the local deliveries, since one of our drivers will probably be out for the holidays. So I'm like, all right, cool. So go ahead and just, taking the initiative and going ahead and asking right then and there, like, hey, what I got going on. So yesterday I drove. It's a 15-hour ride first and foremost to get from Ellsworth to Carolina. So I drove almost 10 and a half hours. So I got about 702 miles last night. So that's good. So I only got a 6-hour ride to get to Franklinville. Now the only difference with this is I have to go through some parts of West Virginia and some parts of Virginia, which, mountains. So that could push my time back just a little bit, just because it's like I'll be going on some steep grades. But nevertheless, we still gonna get there today and do what we gotta do. But delays happen. Delays happen, everybody. What's the best way to, what's the best ways to, I guess the word I want to say is, sometimes delays are just a part of life. Sometimes, like I said, you got to expect the unexpected. And in a case like this, all I could do was just be patient. All I could do was just remain calm. All I could do was all that I could do. I still have a job to do. I'm not going to stress the fact that, I can't get home, today. It's okay. Things happen. It's a part of this industry. That's how life works. Like, you don't always dictate how things are going to go. So you got to learn to just, a lot of times just roll with the punches, and sometimes, these are just one of those things where it's out of your hands. So when it's out of your hands, you have to be willing to adjust and be willing to pivot. So, for me, it also just gives me a lot more time to just, focus out here on this road as well, and also get some more rest, and also get some reading in as well. So I take advantage of the time that I have out here. Am I ready to be home? Yes. But like I said, once again, that's out of my control, because there's been delays all across the board, and like I said, things like that happens. Don't stress yourself out, over things that you can't control. I couldn't control this situation. So therefore, it's like, hey, we're going to get to where we need to get to safely, and we're going to keep it moving. That's it. But yeah, that's all that I want to come on here and just talk to you all about today. Just delays. There will be delays, in life, all in general. So, be willing to adjust to when those delays happen, and just keep a calm, cool, level head. But I appreciate y'all. All my truckers out there, be safe. I still will post some more content, probably when I get to North Carolina today, once I'm done for the day. Everybody be safe. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. Until next time.